All right, welcome in everyone. This is going to be a bit of a shorter episode because I have to be done in 20 minutes. So no bloviating today. We are just going to kind of get right into it. We're going to do an Anki set of quizzes. We'll see how far we get in the time provided. And we're going to do, let's do 4 words inside of Shashingo and make some sentences using those. All right. Let's get into it. So, quiz mode, random, 4 words, start. All right, kokoku. 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 Advertisement. Kokoku. So, we have on here, yuko. Yuko. Notice, even though that is ko at the end, and over here we have ko at the beginning, they are different kanji. They are not the same kanji. There's a lot of kanji that makes a lot of sounds that are not the same kanji but make the same sounds. So don't think just because you hear something once you know it. So we have kokoku and yuko. Over here we have mirokuteki, and we have senden suru. So a suru verb, and then 2 ways to describe stuff inside of here. Let's start with the suru verb. You can probably guess what the verb is based on what we are talking about here. We're talking about advertisements. Kokoku. Well, unden suru is to advertise. It's literally doing the thing that we were talking about. I'm kind of surprised that it's not kokoku suru. Kokoku suru. Just because that seems to be a pattern. Maybe you could still do that, but either way, senden suru is to advertise. Mirokuteki. Mirokuteki. It has that teki end, and if you have been watching these for a bit, you know that regularly when I see that specific kanji that is pronounced teki, I think ul or li on the end of something. So mirokuteki is how appealing I would say an advertisement is, or anything. Mirokuteki. This doesn't quite fit the ul/li thing that I always think of, like emotional, traditional, historical. But you can kind of, if you twist your brain and do some mental gymnastics, it does kind of feel the same. And then down here, yuko is how effective something is. So if something is effective, you might say, "Ano kokoku wa yuko da." That advertisement was effective. So let's go ahead and get those matched up there. All right. Yama. Yama is a mountain. If you want to say hill, there we go. You can just say koyama, like small mountain. There are other ways of saying hill, but that is one you could say, and it makes sense. It's mountain, but child, koyama. So we have 2 e adjectives here. They end in that e hiragana. Kewashi and takai. Kewashi and takai. So, あの山は険しいだ. That mountain is steep. Kewashi. You could also say takai, in this case, tall. Takai is a way of saying like lotsa, but not a lot, the literal translation of a lot. So if something is takai and you're buying it, it's expensive. It's lots of money. If something is takai and you're talking about how tall it is, there's a lot of it, is how I'd like to think of takai. So both of those end in e, which means we can swap out that e and add kute to put it into base te. So we want to like list something. We could say takakute 険しくて、山を登りました。And be like, it was a tall, steep mountain we climbed. Yeah. You don't have to do that, but it sounds very similar to how I hear people speak. So I'm not exactly sure why they do that instead of just say, kewashi to tekai. Well, to is used in between things. Can you use to in between adjectives? I actually don't know. That might be something worth looking into. Either way, with these e adjectives, we can take that ending, make it ku, and add nai if we want to say something is not that. So, takakunai is not tall. Futokunai, you're not fat. Oishikunai, not delicious, which you will never hear on Japanese television. Japanese, for whatever reason, and I know it's because they just don't want to have to explain or any sort of like adversal interpersonal relation, which I fully relate to. They just never say if something tastes bad. If they eat something, oh my, oishii, oh, it's the best thing I've ever eaten. Oh, every time. It could just be like a bag of potato chips. Them crisps are the best thing they've ever eaten. So you will never hear "Ushikunai." It might as well not exist. But adding ku and nai kind of makes it into a negative there. So if you want to say something is not steep, kewashi, we take that kewashikunai. Down here we have a verb. It ends in ru, so there's a chance it's an ichidan verb, but no boru. Oru is not iru or eru. If you don't hear iru or eru, it's definitely not an ichidan verb. If you do hear iru eru, it's probably an ichidan verb, but there are exceptions to that one. Noboru, not having that iru eru means that it's a godan verb. And I did have someone message me and being like, yeah, you kind of explain the same thing every single video. And that's true, but that's mostly because I don't know if this is going to be someone's first time watching one of these. And I don't want to say, and as we all know, godan verbs do blank, and they might not know. So, noboru is what's called a godan verb. So that means we take the ru and we can rarirurero, change it to one of those sounds, rarirurero, and change the way that we conjugate it. So, noboranai, I don't climb. Noboru is to climb. Noborimashita, I climbed. The nobori puts it into a noun form. So if you want to say it was a difficult climb, you climbed a difficult climb. Let's say that. So, we'll use that. So we can use noboru in two different forms there. Muzukashi nobori o noborimashita. I climbed a difficult climb. We put it into the ri form that nouns it up, and then we add the mas on there to reverbatize it, Captain. So noborimashita is climbed. All right, let's go ahead and get these matched up. Expensive, tall, and steep. All right. Shiro, it's a castle. Shiro. Here we have korai up at the top. Korai. Korai. If you look at that one on the left there, that kanji means old. And in this case, korai does in fact mean old. There are other words that we get that have that symbol in it that mean like ancient, right? Rekishi is history. And remember I said earlier I like to think of that teki as being adding ul, rekishiteki. hey, that teki on the end there makes it historical. So rekishiteki is historical and fun to say. And then kanko. Kanko is one of my favorite pastimes. Kanko. Kanko shimashita. I went sightseeing. I did a sightseeing. Kanko is sightseeing. So let's go ahead and match these up. Historical and ancient. Kurai is old, really old. Historical, rekishiteki, and then kankoku. Kanko. Kankoku is a different word that we have inside of Shashingo. All right, no verbs here, right? All right, so let's go to bench. Actually, I need to check something. I might be an idiot right now. I might be doing a full-on stupid, which is, hey, it happens. Yes, I do that. I just want to verify something real quick. Okay. I was not misspeaking. Kanko can take the auxiliary verb suru to become a verb, but it is a noun in its current form. Okay. Kankoku. Sorry, kanko. Alright, benchi. It's a bench. Here we have matsu, which is a verb. We have yasumu, which is another verb, and suwaru, yet another verb. Also, all of these are godan verbs. So remember, we can take these and move them up and down. Let's take matsu and turn it into its te form, though. To go to te form, tsu is going to change to small tsu and te. Every verb has a te form. Ichidan verbs, it's super easy. You drop the ru, you add te. Taberu, tabete. Very, very straightforward. Suru verbs, shite is going to be at the end. Shite. So, kanko suru, kanko shite. It would be the te form. Matsu here is going to be matte. Matte. You've probably heard that in any Japanese thing ever. Matte, that is wait. So, matte kudasai. Please wait. Mate ageru. I waited for you. Mate sugiru. I waited too much. Mate is the te form is where you can add on other verbs to be like thunk. This verb plus this verb. And I've seen folks do it with like verb, and like quickly and decisively attacked. And I'm like, oh dang. Okay, yeah, I guess, sure. Of course you can do that. Yasumu down here. Well, remember we said changing it into the E sound, yasumi, turns it into a noun. Yasumi is a rest, a holiday. So if you want to talk about like spring break, haru yasumi. Summer break, natsu yasumi. So that mu, now as they are written right here, this is their casual form to do the thing. Matsu is to wait. Yasumu is to rest. Suwaru is to sit down. You can see how all of these relate to a bench, right? Suwaru is its casual form. If we want to put them into their polite form, we put them into their E sound and add that mas on there. So, suwaru, suwarimasu. Yasumu, yasumimasu. Matsu, machimasu. So we take and put them into their E sound because they are godan verbs. If we want to do that with ichidan verbs, we'll use taberu again. We drop the ru, add mas, tabemasu. So down here, tsuwaru, let's do the o, which is to say like, let's do the thing. So let's sit might be tsuwaru. Let's sit. I don't sit. Suwara nai. Suwara, nai. So all of those have different meanings to them, are use cases based on where you conjugate them. But it's going to be the same for every godon verb. Once you learn it with one, you've learned it for the rest because they will function the same way. So it's not like you have to sit here and go, okay, yasumu becomes yasuma nai. Suwaru becomes suwara nai. The ah sound for all of them will be that way. So do keep in mind, once you understand godon verbs, you're done. That what happens to one is what happens to the rest of them, which is actually kind of awesome that it works that way. All right, we don't have a ton of Anki time, so we'll see what we get. I think I'm going to hop down. Actually, we don't have that much in here. We might be able to get through a decent amount. I currently have about 7 more minutes I can record this. I'm trying to sneak this into my lunch break. All right, Nihongo no kotoba. Japanese language words. Okay. Obake, right? Bake, yeah, ba. This can be pronounced ba. And obake is where we get bakemono, which is like ghost things, because this is like a general term for ghosts. Obake. Nope, don't want that. Good. Okay, pie. Hey, it's pie. This is pie. Okay. Ooh, this is one that we just added. This is a new one. Oboeru. 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 This was to learn / memorize. And I actually added in a sentence here. And I think I'm going to start trying to do this more often here because it's nice to do. So, kanji o obotte ga muzukashita. So, kanji o. So, kanji is the thing we're doing the action to. Oboete. So, that te form we talked about earlier, because this is an eru. So, oboemasu. Oboemasu would be our polite. Drop the ru, add mas. Drop the ru, add te. Oboete. So, kanji o oboete ga is a particle marker. So I'm saying memorizing kanji, the act of memorizing kanji is our subject right here. Not particle, that's wa. I should say subject. Every sentence has a subject. It might be an implied subject, but every sentence has a subject. This one we are denoting with ga, kanji o obotte ga. Okay, memorizing kanji, muzukashida is hard. Muzukashida. Memorizing kanji is hard. So, wonderful. I feel good about that one. Shinsetsu. Shinsetsu was like just like a classroom? A bedroom? Frick frack. Why am I seeing setsu and think, cause that's, okay. Why do I keep getting this one messed up? I feel really bad about that. Okay. Fukai is deep. Deep. Fukakunai, not deep. Fukakute, kuroite. Alright, so, fukai, deep. Okay, I gotta stop making sentences as much. Okay, komugi. This is wheat. Komugi. This one's easy for me to remember because of mugiwara. It's straw hat, one piece. Mugi is straw. So, komugi. This is wheat. Good. Okay. Common. Common. This is a mask. Common. Okay, this was added by Keybers. Thank you, Keybers. Common. If you know Common Writer, masked writer. Common writer. Okay. Asobu. Asobu. This is to play. Asobimashita. Shashingo o asobimashita. I played Shashingo. So, asobu. Asobu. We have a lizard and some children here. So, I mean, it doesn't mean, but you know, so like kids playing with a child is what I'm thinking when I see that kanji to help me memorize it. So, to play, good. Pickles. 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 Good. Zutsu. Zutsu. Oh crap. Zutsu. Sutsu. Sutsu. Man, that's fun. Sutsu. I wanted to say depression, but I think depression has more "u" to it actually. What is this? Headache. Headache. Okay. I keep thinking 頭が痛い for a headache, which is just head hurt. But this literally, yeah, okay. Yep, that is headache. I'm gonna say hard on that one. Sabaku. Sabaku. This is desert. Sabaku no gara. Gara of the desert. Sabaku. So there we go. Sabaku. Good. I got 5 more minutes. Okay. Here we have house. And then I'm not quite sure what this is, but kazoku. This is family. Kazoku. Kazoku. Nakusu. To lose something. Nakusu. To lose something. Nakushimasu. Nakushite. Okay. Manku. Not manko. That's a different word. I ain't doing that one. Monku. Monku. Not, it's very close, but it's different, okay? Monku was what, complaint? Yes, good. Monku. Hey, yasumi. So this is to rest. Yasumimasu. Yasumu, to rest. Okay, good. Yutsu. Depression. Hey, we did get it. Yutsu. I said that it's like it but has more "u" to it. Yutsu. There we go. Depression. I'm actually going to say hard because I didn't recognize the kanji at all. This is indispensable, necessary. So non-what thing. Person with the hat. But fukaketsu is necessary, indispensable, essential. Okay. Inbo was conspiracy. Inbo. Good. Kakimazeru is to stir. Kakimazeru. Kakimazeru. Eru. Kakimazimasu. Okay. Yokai. This is spiritual things. Supernatural things. Yeah. Shinsetsu is friendly. Good. Common is mask. Good. Oboeru is to memorize / learn. Okay, monku. Monku is complaints. Monku. Sabaku. Desert. Sabaku. Desert. Good. Inbo. Inbo. Inbo was conspiracy. Good. All right. I'm going to call it there because I only have 2 more minutes. I can do this anyways. We're not going to get through a meaningful deck in that time. Hey, thank you so much for studying with me every single day. It's been a lot of fun. So for those of you that watch every day, thank you so very much. Thank you for anyone watching this. Itsumo arigatou gozaimasu. As always, thank you very much. I hope to see you on the next video, but if not, I still hope to see you around here real soon. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.